button boy or you button boy?
Oh, you're button boy.
Okay.
I'll put the buttons on there and there so then Molly can reach over and just like touch
Matt's
them.
other button boy. And I'm button girl. And we're a button family.
Coming to you all the way from Norfolk, Virginia, Go On Podcast presents How Embarrassing with Molly and Jeff.
How embarrassing!
How embarrassing! Oh. Major malfunction.
That's right. Sup, buttons? Welcome to How Embarrassing. It's the podcast about all of our embarrassing lives. My name's Molly.
And I'm Jay.
And today's guest, we have old Larainneofterror.
Oh,
We got
she's
Eva
back.
in the house tonight.
Oh, you guys. Hey, I'm here. I'm Eva
Yeah.
Larainneofterror.
That's
and
right.
I'm in the house.
That's right.
Oh, shit.
In the house like a mouse.
Oh, don't put mice in the house.
Don't put meat in the heat. Oh, there's a mouse in the house. We're just silly fun friends, and we're here having a silly fun time. Jeffy do. Have you done anything fucking embarrassing lately? We haven't recorded in a while. I'm talking
No,
too
it's
much.
been almost a month, it feels like.
Yeah.
We really stocked them up and then we just quit.
Well, I was busy getting married. I am a missus now.
Yeah, I was busy
Are you
getting
s-
infections.
Yeah, Jeff has a horrible lip infection.
Oh, no.
I'll post the pic to the gram.
Don't embarrass the poor guy.
Oh, no, don't post the first
I
pic.
won't, but I want to.
The first time I woke up and my lip was like
Puffed.
quadruple the
He
size.
was
It's
puff lip.
huge.
He was like, hey, do you think this is worrisome? He sent me a picture. I was like, go to the doctor.
Yeah, and then you sent it to your mom, who's a nurse.
Yeah.
And she said, go to the doctor right away. And I said, I'll wash it.
I'll wait it out.
It kind of looked like a lip filler incident.
Yeah. Like a
Did you see a
Kylie
picture
Jenner.
of the original
Oh,
picture?
yeah, I did.
Yeah. She
Yeah.
was there when I showed people and everyone told me I was a bad friend.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, you
I
can't send
disappeared.
this to me and expect no one to see it.
But yes, I put off going to the doctor for about a week. And then I realized you can just go to the doctor on your phone.
Yeah, you can do everything.
I just
on
like
the
filled
phone
out
now.
something, sent in a picture, and 5 minutes later I got a call and the doctor's like, yeah, that looks infected. I'm going to send you antibiotics, pick them up across the street from you. I was
Yeah.
like, whoa,
Couldn't have been easier.
so easy.
The American healthcare system is so great.
Oh my God.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know it.
That's right. I've never been let down.
Hey, it was only like $15 at the end of the day.
At the
But I
end of the
have
day, it was $15.
Don't get me started.
I know, Les Mis. Yeah, so
Hey,
Are
That's
you
Eva.
terrified of being here? What do we say?
are you embarrassed to be
Oh.
here? It's How Embarrassing is the name of the podcast.
how
What if it-
terrifying.
How terrifying.
How
I would
terrifying.
love that. We can make the podcast dungeon like an actual dungeon.
Hell yeah.
Like spooky
Yeah,
stuff, like
we can
skeletons.
scare people.
Ooh, and if like someone says something we don't like, we shock their seat.
Oh my God.
Okay,
we're
we're
on
doing
to
it.
something.
And we all just like right when we get here, we all throw butterfly knives up into the ceiling above us.
Yeah.
You just hope they don't fall by the end
we
of the
gotta
episode.
get ready for October. We'll do that for Halloween.
Yeah.
What are butterfly knives technically? I know what they look like, but what makes a butterfly knife?
Butterfly
I think
in the night.
it's the fact that like the sheath comes into twos and goes around the knife.
Oh.
And that's the butterfly part of it, like the wings of a butterfly.
Oh, fuck.
Right?
That's beautiful.
Interesting.
Okay. I don't
Wow.
think he was actually curious.
I honestly am so glad we got to the bottom of that. Let me tell you.
Also, butter knives in the ceiling always makes me think of Modest Mouse
Butter knife?
Oh, wow.
because of that one lyric.
Jeff, you're being a know-it-all again.
I'm just trying to keep the conversation going, Molly. You're a dud right now.
I'm a dud.
You're
I
a
can talk-
dud.
I can talk
You're
about-
usually I'm usually just I show up and I sit back and I watch the show.
Well, I can talk about what happened the morning after my wedding. That was a little embarrassing.
Did something happen?
I wouldn't say something happened, but we had like family over, stopped by for brunch and stuff, and then the local crew came in and really tore the house down. But in the morning, it was like my parents, my cousin's husband, my other cousin,
Boy.
his girlfriend, like a bunch of family was around, and Daniel and
From Ireland.
from Ireland.
Arlen.
But they were doing like a tour of my house. My mom and my aunt were upstairs and with my cousin's girlfriend, and then they all came downstairs and they seemed really uncomfortable. And I was like, what did I leave out of?
Uh-oh.
And so I was like, what's going on? They were like, we just had a moment, nothing. And I was like, what was it? And my wedding outfit was not a dress, it was a jumpsuit. And I guess the knees of my jumpsuit just had stains all over them. Only the knees. The whole jumpsuit is clean except the knees. So then my mom made some weird oral sex joke that made everyone else feel weird. And then I made a Bloody Mary.
My car still smells like cold slaw, by the way.
Yeah.
I had to pick
cold slaw.
Yeah, that the morning after
Coleslaw.
It's cold. It's Matt Coleslaw.
coleslaw.
Yeah. Jeff doesn't know words good. Get over it.
What's the coal part of it mean?
It's the person who made that fucking shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's called coleslaw.
Like Cobb salad.
Yeah.
Mr.
Yeah.
Cobb decided to fucking put an egg in some salad. And
Oh my God. I had a teacher in high school named Mr. Cobb, and he was so hot. We were all obsessed with
Probably
him.
because he ate really well.
He was
you know?
like 25 or 26, and he was super tall, and we were obsessed with him, and he like burned a mix CD for like my friend group.
Whoa.
And my mom used to always like get drunk and try to get him to like hook up with my friend who was a senior at the
What?
time. It was very weird.
Wait.
She was like, she graduates this year. It's not weird. And he's
That's
like, she's
weird.
my student.
Did you make like corn cob jokes, like sexual, like, ooh, I like to corn his cob?
Yeah, let me
Like to
slob on your
slob on
knob.
that.
Like,
Oh my God, I wonder what he's doing now. I'm probably
come on the
Facebook
show.
friends
We'll
with him.
embarrass you.
Yeah, Mr.
I had a vice principal who would buy a lot of the students' belly button rings for them.
Ew, ew,
What
ew,
the
ew,
fuck?
ew,
And he
ew,
would
ew, ew, ew,
he
ew.
would make them come to the principal's office
He'd make them
and
come?
give it to the he'd give them the belly
the
button ring
principal's
and then be like, let me see how it looks.
No.
Jeff,
No,
stop
Jeff, you
it.
can't let that happen.
That's
That's
a
real.
made-up story.
No, it's not.
This wasn't creepy. I just want to actually put it out there. Mr. Cobb was not at all creepy in any way.
We also had a drama teacher who would blow kids in middle school.
well,
and to deal and to
bury the lead, why don't you? I feel like my mic sounds weird. Do I sound weird to anyone
everything
else?
sounds a little weird.
That's how
Yeah.
you sound after you get married.
We have a new system. So
Oh, the new system.
But
Everybody,
they fired her from the middle school and then they moved her to our high school. So all the students who had to deal with her were now just stuck with her for the next 4 years also.
Jesus
Virginia
Christ.
Beach Public Schools.
Shout out.
Yeah.
Friend of the pod.
Hey, a Christian area. Turns out a lot of diddling.
Yeah, no shit. Anywho, moving on. Eva,
Hi.
Hey, fam.
what
Speaking
kind
about diddling.
speaking of diddling, what kind of shit
Where's my
you
bell?
got out here?
Speaking of diddling,
It's all good.
I sort of just wanted to start off by, being like, since the last time I was on the podcast, I'm now a professional massage therapist.
Yes.
Yeah.
Eva's our rub down queen.
Yes.
Oh, mommy.
Congrats.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm not gonna. Well, okay. Here's the thing: is like, I learned really quickly to like, unless I'm want to massage a person, don't mention that I'm a massage therapist
No.
now. And I've been,
Oh, they want it for free when they say that?
no, they're just like, I'll be talking to an older man and I'm like, oh, I have information that can contribute to this conversation based on my work experience. And I put it out there and then they're like, so where can I get massaged by you? And I got to come up with a new fake profession. I feel
Yeah.
like.
Yeah, it's
But-
like when you say you do comedy and people are like, say something.
Say something funny.
Yeah.
Except for
Except-
creepier.
Yeah, except,
touch like
yeah, asking for where they can privately get touched by
where
you.
can I get touched?
Yeah. There.
I'll pay you to touch me.
How many boners have you dealt with so far?
I haven't dealt with any.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Jeff, make an appointment.
I did have a client, and I was like, I knew he was a regular, and I was talking to the folks in the break room. I was like, hey, this guy's been here before. I'm about to work on him. They're like, oh, he's got a huge dick.
What?
They're like, you gotta they were like teaching me like how I need to like tuck the draping so that I don't touch his penis
Nice.
and stuff. Yeah, I don't know. My fellow therapist was like, "Oh, I've touched his penis like 50 times by accident." I'm like,
Whoa.
I don't know. I got
What's
through
this bulge on your knee, sir?
Yeah. And he's like, He's like, whoa, 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 whoa.
Crossed eyes.
Nah, I'm super professional.
Yes, I know. I believe you.
Yeah, like probably the worst things that have happened so far in the job is like I was like, all right, today I'm gonna spend like 30 minutes on the neck during the 90-minute session.
Whoa.
This was my goal, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And I get in there and I'm like, here we go, it's neck time. And then I realized I left my stool in a different room. So now I'm just like, my legs are like so far like spread apart and I'm like trying to like get down low to like work with this
Cradle the
person's neck, but it was just not working. And I was like, I'm gonna die. Ugh.
Oopsie.
And also one time I went to go get a hot towel out of the caddy and it had like I didn't wet them enough and it was like all dry and crusty and I just put that on the person's back because I didn't know what to do.
Wait, it was just really hot but dry?
It was
Like
just
a hot
like a potato chip.
I was like, oh no, this is awful. But yeah, I've learned a lot and
I
we'll
love
continue to.
it. Hell yeah.
I've never gotten a massage professionally.
Okay, so Eva's brought some props.
All right.
Oh my god, she just
All
opened
right,
a book.
getting away from that. So that's what's going on with me currently. But to get into how I got to this
Get
point,
into a time machine.
we're gonna go back to my childhood.
I love it.
Oh shit! Wait, do we need to add before we go back to your childhood?
Yes.
Oh yeah. I almost feel like it's gonna waste my time, but let's do it. Hey son, are you getting married soon? Or
Yeah.
do you have a big life event?
Yeah, I'm getting married next week.
Well, lucky for you, my name's Pat Graham, and I am a professional wedding speaker. Would you like me to give a speech?
I guess so. I mean, you don't really. It's usually the family that gives the speeches. I just don't really see that you would.
Well, my motto is, when you're near me, you're family. And also, I need attention. So, can I please give a speech? I need someone to notice me.
I guess so. Do I have to pay you for the speech? I mean,
You absolutely do, and I'll require a karaoke machine as well.
oh, that's the whole thing. How long does the speech take? Because
I'd say 5 to 57 minutes.
all right, well, like my brother and my mom want to give a speech, and I just
No need.
no, they
No
can't.
need. Papa Graham's home.
It just seems a little weird and selfish of you to try to take over my wedding time. It seems like you're being a bully.
Jeff, I know what you want more than you do, and I have to say, has this ever happened to you? Do you have family who wants to make a speech everywhere they go? Well, you don't have to let them make a speech because my dad will do it for you. That's right. We are renting out Pat Graham for all weddings, bat mitzvahs, first communions, funerals, anything you want, really. He will speak anywhere between 5 and 57 minutes. Use code How Embarrassing when you text him. DM for number.
I think that was the first time I like teared up at a wedding, though, was while Papa Graham was speaking at your wedding.
He
It was
brings
so
the house
good.
down.
It
He
was
brings
so
the
good.
house
It was like
down.
funny and heartfelt.
Yeah. He's an old softy,
Mhm.
that Pat Graham.
We love Pat.
Anyway, Eva's childhood.
All right, here we go.
Open it up.
So I brought this book that was by American Girl.
Okay, so
Ooh.
Like
as
the doll company?
Yes.
Okay.
so as
I
a
know a thing or two.
fellow American girl, I will say that these books, and this looks like, was it like a journal companion to the Care and Keeping of You?
I didn't have that one. I haven't
Okay.
taken good care of myself.
So the Care and Keeping of You is a famous American Girl book that was all about like getting your period and growing boobs and stuff.
No,
And,
I
like,
wasn't allowed to have
why
that
do
one.
I have hair here?
Okay.
No, it
And
was
That,
they,
like-
and they stole that from Tom Petty?
It was it was very popular amongst like Catholic parents who didn't want to talk to their children about their changing bodies to just like subtly leave that book in their room. So me and many of the girls I grew up with had that. But yeah,
Oh.
American Girl made some like
She
self-help
was
stuff. For
an
kids.
American girl.
Books for kids whose parents are afraid to talk to them
Yes,
about the big
yes.
stuff.
American Girl
Is
was
what
like, we'll
American
take
Girl
it from
was.
here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They don't really have those for boys, I don't think. Because my
Yeah.
parents didn't talk to me about anything.
Oh, me either.
Yeah.
Like, my dad didn't teach me how to shave or shit. That's
Well,
why I got a big
I
old
was gonna
gash
say,
on my face.
Now look at you. You got a face pussy.
I shit in a bucket. I don't know how to shit.
Yeah, me either.
I don't think my dad taught me one goddamn thing in my life, now that I think about it.
The only reason I know how to shit is from American Girl dolls.
This book was called Me and You, a book for two to do.
Ooh,
And,
sexy.
Yeah.
Yep, I probably
no.
got it for
You had a bell.
Christmas. I was probably like 10 or 11 maybe at the
I
time.
really need a
So
bell.
it's like for you and your friend to fill out
Yes,
together.
yep.
Okay.
And
Oh,
so,
it's like an ad lib thing. Or a,
yeah. There's like places where you can
Oh,
fill
it's
in
like,
things.
add a verb,
So
add a noun.
yeah.
So with crayons, my friend Logan and I filled it out.
I was thinking recently how I would love to subscribe to an American Girl catalog again because
Sure.
like they all have like all these tiny accessories. It's so expensive.
Yeah.
But like I was obsessed.
Satisfying. So.
Yes, I loved it.
I remember how the catalogs, like the back page would be like a sticker book where you could like rate the things
Yes,
you
you'd
wanted
be like,
in the magazine.
Green,
Yeah.
yellow,
Ah.
red, and then like American Girls.
I miss that.
I had older cousins who were really rich. And so then eventually when they grew out of their American Girls, me and my sister got like a shit ton
Nice.
of
Oh,
American
nice.
Girl stuff.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, it was awesome.
I do remember my mom took me to like a tea party that was American Girl themed. Like it was like the conference, the American Girl conference of
Oh, yeah.
Southeastern Virginia. And I got in like my best church attire.
Yes.
And like
Oh my god.
You could even buy matching dresses to your American Girl.
No.
Yeah, so
Why am I so
remember
excited about it?
when my cousins, like I said, rich cousins, I had a matching nightgown with my American Girl doll. It was
Wow.
so cool.
Did they have a Baltimore themed American?
Oh my god, I would love to make one.
Oh my god, we should update. Are they still around?
Yeah, they
Yeah.
are.
Okay, I'm sure they've updated it, but
They
not in the right
have.
way. Let's update it in the wrong
They
way.
have different girls for like they've updated girls now, and like some of the ones that were around when we were little aren't around anymore.
They've updated.
they were
girls.
problematic.
Yeah.
So it's not
God.
only white girls now.
Well, it wasn't.
It sounds like that's what you were saying.
There were a lot of white ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There were a lot of white ones, but there were a couple not white ones.
There were a couple.
There were 3, I think.
Yes, that's how many I remember. Yep.
Yep.
Oh God.
It's a few.
Yeah, there was Josefina, who was Hispanic. There was Kaya, who was Native American. And there was Addie, who was black.
I remember they came out with somebody from like the Great North as well, like the snow place.
Yeah, it was like,
Oh my God. Wow.
From
Yeah.
Sweden.
God.
No, the Swedish immigrant was Kirsten. That's who I
I
had.
feel like I'm gonna go home after this and just research about.
I remember
Dude,
Kirsten.
I went down a worm time about this recently because I did like, I was like, I want to start subscribing to the catalog again. Like, I loved looking at that shit. But then I felt weird.
But now you got a goose that you get to dress up.
yeah,
instead.
now I have Goose Willis. And my pink flamingos in my front yard. My mom, for my wedding, put a little suit on one of the pink flamingos and a little veil on the other one.
Very cute.
They're still up. Anywho.
Like this is the last thing I've got from this book.
Okay.
Was Logan was always like cool and popular.
Okay.
And she like she was my neighbor, so like we like had to be friends.
And she was like a girl.
she had to be my
She
friend.
was like a girl with a boy name too, which
Yeah,
is
yeah.
always the
Always
hot
makes you
girls.
so.
Yeah.
Logan's such a good name for a girl.
Yep.
So is Charlie. Ooh,
Yeah.
that's so cool.
Yeah.
Yep. She said that her famous 3 friends that she would have, because she like, you know, always knew it was up in pop culture. She would be friends with Adam Sandler,
Of course, we get that.
Eminem,
Whoa!
What?
Really?
and Julia Roberts.
Damn. The Holy Trinity.
And I'm like friends with Andy Griffith over here.
Yeah, I gotta go with her choices. You know,
Andy Griffin.
So what was your childhood like? Did your parents just plop you in front of a black and white TV and just like have at it?
I mean, pretty much.
they
Yeah,
only
we,
had 2 channels.
yeah, we did have the TV with like there were 13 buttons on it, and
Yeah.
each button was a different channel, except there were doubles. So like we had like 10 channels maybe, and you would go up to the TV and press the button that says 3, and that goes to channel 3. Yep. And we had
crazy. I don't
the
think I
antenna,
had that.
the antenna, and like if you move a certain way, like the antenna gets messed up, and like
Yeah.
so.
Oh my God! So you're like,
That's what my childhood was like.
I feel like we had like a slightly like more modern version of that. I don't think we had the buttons for the channels on the TV, but
Yeah, we definitely had a thick TV.
Two-Cs?
Those old TVs, they were thick.
Man. See that cord just popping out of it? Oh.
Our cat would get stuck behind it sometimes. Mimo, she was a little terror.
It reminds me that of like 2 times my parents threatened that we couldn't watch a certain show again, you know?
Oh my God, yeah.
Ooh.
And one of them was definitely The Simpsons. We did watch a lot of The Simpsons, and my dad didn't like it because it was so sacrilegious. It's like his big beef with The Simpsons. And my mom threatened that we couldn't watch Animaniacs.
Fuck, man.
I never
That show
liked.
is unhinged, though.
I never
Animaniacs
liked
is
cartoons.
crazy.
Like cartoons like that made me uncomfortable. I
Really?
never watched that stuff, but I would like in my later years, I wasn't allowed
In
to
your
watch
later
like
years.
I wasn't allowed to watch like MTV stuff.
Yeah.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I would watch The Real World on volume like 2.
Yep.
And sit so close to the
Yeah.
TV so like no one else could hear.
And you'd have like the remote
the
in your
replay,
hand
yeah,
with like,
for like
oh yeah, the last
the quick
channel.
recall button. Yeah,
it goes
so
to the
you would
last
set it
channel.
to like Nickelodeon, and then
Right.
like someone come down and you're like,
Click.
I'm like, I hope they leave soon so I can catch up on what's happening in the real world.
yes.
This was like a thing that set my mom off one day. And she probably had other things going on in her life, I've
Sure.
realized.
Yeah.
Was I was watching Animaniacs, and there was like a police officer character, and he kind of like, it was stupid and talked like this or something.
Nice.
And yeah. And I remember he said something that I thought was funny, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna go be funny to my mom. And like I went to her, and I just remember the phrase that he said. It said something like choo-choo train. And I said that to my mom, and she's like, never say that again. I hate baby talk, and that is baby talk.
Oh
and
my
like,
God.
Oh my god.
Oh.
she like said, you're not allowed to say choo-choo train.
Whoa.
Whoa.
And it's like one of those things, like mom probably had other things happening in her life, and like
Sounds
this was
like
just
it.
like the straw that broke
She just
her back
got off
that
the
day.
phone of like finding out her like brother got ran over by a
A
train.
baby. Brother got run over by a baby
Oh baby.
riding
I was
on a
thinking
choo-choo
train.
Sunday Eve.
I love this episode, Eva, because like I didn't know this about your childhood. You had some really weird parents.
Yeah.
Very strict.
I think
Very
I'm-
strict.
So I went to visit them earlier today. That's where these artifacts came from. My parents are like, I don't know if there's different like grades of hoarding, but
I think so.
I'm sure.
I think so.
they would probably, I don't know if they might be a little bit over low level hoarder status.
Okay.
And so like,
But
they're-
not like use diapers in the bathroom.
yeah, no,
Okay.
they've just got like everything that has my brothers and I have ever owned throughout our entire life, and my parents, they would not let us like get rid of ever.
Right.
Wow.
They were like-
my parents are the opposite. My mom throws away everything.
Well,
Yeah.
all of my stuff has been
Yes.
given to like cousins I've
I
never
wish
met.
it was that way, but it isn't. And so like, but like now they're cleaning out my grandma's house right now, and I think they realize like they need to kind of like start getting a move on their house as well. And so my dad's like, come over, look through your things, you know, take what you want
Yeah.
and leave what you don't, and you can go through it again another day.
Yeah.
I was
5
like,
years later.
No.
Go through it in 20 years
Yeah.
when I'm dead and you have to clean out my shit.
Exactly. I was like, no, I'm evacuating everything that I can today,
Yes.
and I'm
Right.
just donating it all. And so I go there, and I was like, you know, I'm going to pop back up there in my old room and check it out and see if there's anything else I missed. There's like stuff like wall to wall everywhere. And like,
Whoa.
I'm just like, I'm taking what I can right now. And so I'm up there like going through like this cabinet, and my dad comes up. He was coming up like every 2 seconds to talk to me. He comes up, he's like, hey, I was wondering, do you want to take this? And he's got a freaking rock in his hand. He's like,
Oh my God.
A rock?
yeah, he's like, I found this one day at the beach, and I was wondering if you'd like it. It's just like a regular fucking rock. I was like, yep. And I just put it in my pocket. I was like, I took a bag of rocks from their house. Like, yeah, there was like a whole.
That is so fun. After I graduated college, I moved to Seattle with 2 suitcases, and everything I left behind, my mom was like, oh, I thought that was all trash. And she like threw away all my clothes.
Yep. No, I've got like, there was a box in the attic that I had labeled, God knows when, and it said, clothes to save for my children.
Aww.
Which I've since decided I'm not having. So,
Yeah.
we're going to have to do something about
Yeah,
that.
unfortunately, those kids got nixed,
Yep.
you know?
Another thing I pulled out of my parents' house was this notebook that seems to be from maybe when I was in 10th grade.
Okay.
Oh, fuck
So
yes.
I would have
Those
been
are good years.
about.
Embarrassing
I like that.
fucking years.
I think I would have been
Yes.
like 14 at that point.
Sure.
And the teacher had given us writing prompts. It seems to be for a English class.
Okay.
The prompt is, why is it that? And some things I said, why is it that people try to live their lives as if life were a movie?
Why is it?
Wow, deep.
Meanwhile, I'm like, I think someone's filming me. Like my whole life, I was like, I think a camera crew is secretly following me. I saw Truman Show and I was like, yep, that's me.
Me.
Truman.
All right, I want us all to say why is it that, and
Yeah.
then have you read it.
Why is it that?
People enjoy complaining.
Once again, Molly Graham.
Why is it that?
Was I at your school?
We've got 8, so that was the
Okay.
second one.
Why is it that?
Some people aren't motivated to help others.
Oh, boo! Fuck
Yeah, that
you.
one sucked.
Okay, why is it that?
There are so many sex offenders.
Holy
Jesus Christ. I think this is like the first episode I don't have the bell
I know,
on,
we
and
really
it's
need
like
it.
every other word we said today needed a bell.
Jordan Burton borrowed the bell. Sorry.
Oh, that sucks, best.
Yeah, friend of the pod.
Jordan, bring my bell back. We need it. Why is it that
Why
Jordan
is
has
it-
our bell?
Next one. Why is it that?
Some people need to be annoying.
There's like so many people that you're targeting with this.
Why is it that?
This next one really
Why
speaks
is
to
it that?
the media beats up on Republicans when Democrats are just as screwed up.
Oh my god.
I love like a child who's like, I'm a Republican or like a Democrat or whatever when they have like not decided. They have no idea. They just know their parents. That's so funny. And this was in like what, 2000?
This would have been like 2004. Yeah.
Okay, so at this point,
Post
you're like
9/11.
Yeah, you're like
Post Adam Sandler's career.
Yeah, I will never forget when I was in 8th grade, there was this girl, Lauren Von Nordic, who said, George Bush led us through 9/11.
Good God.
led us through 9/11.
He led us through 9/11.
I thought it was Rudy Giuliani.
I'm like, I don't know. Anywho, why is it that?
The Chinese figure skating team received second place after totally messing up their performance on Monday night.
No, I remember this. This was a big thing. This was a big controversy.
Oh yeah.
Um,
Big controversy.
yeah, because they like clearly fucked up against the other team, but I think it was taking place in China, and it was like this whole ordeal.
I
We're
was
like,
upset.
Yeah.
you should be. I still
why,
am.
Why is it that?
Construction on a new farm fresh is going on across the street from a Food Lion on Mount Pleasant Road.
Oh, it's so stupid.
You're like, I hate capitalism.
Some more insight into my childhood, really, and my upbringing.
I love it.
So funny.
These rule.
The prompt, I guess, would have been, would you like to be president?
Oh God.
Can't
Same mindset, same year.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I would never want to be the president of the United States. I could not take the criticism that would be placed on me by the liberal media and the American public.
Oh my God. What the fuck?
Deep in the George Bush era.
Oh my God, did my dad raise you?
The president has a huge job, and I think that anybody who would apply is totally out of their mind.
I agree.
I don't know what I would do if I were the president because I'm an uneducated teen.
Self-aware
old
queen.
enough.
Yeah.
You gotta be,
job.
32?
I love it.
I don't know
I'm
much.
still not old enough to be president.
Yeah. I don't know much about economics or how the government works.
George Bush didn't either.
I feel sorry for the president because everybody is always out to get him.
Oh,
Aw, poor guy.
Just
You gotta be
Just ask JFK.
Dude, you have to be a fucking psychopath to want to be president.
Yeah.
Like, anyone who wants to be president, I'm like, something's fucked in your
It's a
head.
lot.
You're like either a pedophile or you fucking like, I don't know, like stick needles up your dick. I don't know.
Damn.
There's something there.
I guess that rules me out.
Even Bernie.
They call me old needle dick.
And then this is one where I think I was probably just trying to meet the sentence requirement, like the minimum number of sentences. And it's a typical day in the school cafeteria. I honestly don't care what other people do at lunch, so I'll tell you about my own experiences.
wow. Jesus.
At least you're honest.
I love this.
I go to lunch. I cut everybody possible to get ahead in the line.
Damn.
Was that
bitch.
true?
Power move.
Did you do that?
I probably
Why would you do that?
I don't know. I didn't even like myself back then. I try to stand with Corey or Andrew, my two boyfriends. They have opposing A-B days, so
She's a polyamorous queen.
Was this true too? Or is this made up?
no, I don't. Like, I did have a boyfriend named Corey, like, after this, but I think I made this up, but which is so weird.
I actually used
Do you even
to,
remember the Andrew?
No, I was trying to, like, think of who Andrew could be. Sorry, Andrew.
When I saw the Princess Diaries in theaters, I remember I went home and was like, I love secretly being a princess and no one else knows it, because I thought if I died and they found my journal, they would be like, oh my god, she was a princess all along.
So you have a journal somewhere that...
Yeah, it mostly says I hate dad. Like every page is I
Nice.
hate dad.
I definitely
Sorry.
had a I hate dad and a list in here for
Absolutely.
sure. Yeah.
Mhm.
I thought usually like women hated their mom more than their dad.
Mine was my dad for sure.
Oh.
Yeah, I hated my dad as a kid, and then I hated my mom in high school. But at the end of the day, both of my parents are really cool, so like I didn't actually hate them.
Oh, we got that on recording.
Yeah, I'll go on the record and say it. I got cool parents.
I don't know. I thought it's like you're supposed to like men are supposed to want to kill their
Fuck
dad
their
and fuck their
dads?
mom.
Oh.
What?
What?
Sorry.
We go either way.
I was doing it.
Yeah, I guess I can.
I was doing it in
Alexa.
gay.
I said I try to stand with Corey or Andrew, my two boyfriends. They have opposing A-B days, so they don't know of each other. I talk to
I love that you made this up.
I talk to one or the other. Then I sit with my best friends. It's great. We throw food. I love my friends. I speak in foreign tongues with them.
What?
That's sensual.
So wait, was that true? Do you remember that?
Oh, where's my
I
too
mean,
late.
like, I remember
Foreign
being
tongues.
Yeah,
Yeah.
What's that supposed to mean? French kissing?
sensual love.
What? Were you
Oh,
French
yeah.
in your French?
Oh goodness, I just saw top 10 reasons why you shouldn't give homework over the weekend, and I said English work is pointless, and I
True.
became an English major. Damn.
Did it feel pointless after you graduated?
Yes. I didn't have this one tagged, but I did have 10 things I'd like to accomplish by the time I'm 40.
I can't.
Whoa.
Tell me more.
So I'm 31 now.
So we got 9 years
I
to
have
make
9
this
years.
true.
Let's
We're gonna help you.
start the countdown.
Let's do it.
How Embarrassing Podcast is dedicated to your goals.
Yeah, I'm actually into this. So yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it. Okay. I want to be a marine biologist.
Boom.
I can get you there.
Have you seen a dolphin?
I've seen a dolphin, yeah.
Okay, then you're basically already that.
Yeah.
All right, great.
I mean, Molly's basically a marine biologist.
Exactly. I told
yeah,
you I
you are.
could get you there.
This could happen still. I want to marry a European/Australian.
Ooh, la la.
I also know a lot of Europeans and a lot of Australians, and
How?
they all want green cards. When I was a camp counselor, it was
They
all.
all want green
It was
cards.
like all international staff.
Really?
Yeah. So I
Australians?
have a ton of friends in Australia and Europe.
We should do.
So amusement parks,
And
ski
New
resorts,
Zealand.
and campsites
Yeah,
all have
summer.
European people.
There's a program called Camp America where like you can sign up and just get sent to this organization like matches you with a summer camp anywhere in America. So
Holy
a
shit.
lot of summer camps have like mostly foreign
I
staff.
can't do that like to Europe though, can I? Well,
No.
I know I'm probably too old now, but
But yeah, Camp America. And I met a lot of my very good friends through summer camp.
oi.
Oi, oi, oi.
This is the one that came true, I'd say.
Whoa.
I want a nice home.
Oh, you do have a very nice home.
Yeah, yep. An ocean view, baby.
Absolutely. OV crew for life, bitch.
Half pipe in the backyard.
Oh!
I decided this one's not going to come true.
Oh, no.
In the meantime, I want at least one kid.
Not really into it anymore.
Not into it
What about
anymore.
a pet?
Yeah, I've got 3 pets.
Yeah, so
Okay, that
those
works.
are like-
Yeah,
you got it.
They're better than kids.
Yes.
I don't think kids are worth it because the planet's going to die and our kids are going to be stuck with it.
I agree with you, Molly.
But I don't like saying that because
Oh.
a lot of my friends are having babies right now. And I'm like, ooh, bad call.
I don't think it's worth it because it takes over your fucking life and your finances for 15,
Yeah,
18 years.
to be honest, I'm
15.
a Sagittarius. I can't think about anyone but myself.
Yeah, I'm a Sagittarius too.
Yeah.
I'm a massage therapist.
Pass the Thin Mints, please.
Can you also beer
Pass the thin. Oh, well, there's
Yeah.
Girl Scout cookies all over.
me?
They should be called Woman Scout cookies.
No, they shouldn't.
It's Women's History Month, and we should stop calling women girls.
Yeah, it's infantilizing cookies.
Girl Scouts are not women.
Do they bleed?
Ew. Jeff, that's gross.
Do they bleed?
I'm sorry.
Anyway,
I'd like to work in a museum.
I've done
we
it
can get
before.
that.
I've done it before. It's boring.
Sounds real boring. But
I've worked in a lot of museums.
You
and
can
it
like
sucks.
volunteer at the Chrysler. Are you still interested in that one?
No.
Wait, your dream list is just Molly's life?
That's true.
I know Australians. I worked at a museum.
Play an instrument as well is what I wrote.
What do you play?
No, I said I'd like to play an instrument. I don't play shit.
Oh,
You don't play anything?
I can teach you guitar.
Yeah.
No, I feel
Right
like
now?
Sam could probably teach you.
I play the skin flute.
Where's the boo noise? Where's the boo?
Boo. No, wait.
Oh God!
Okay,
It's like horror music for a second.
This one didn't come true in the end. I'd like to have a good paying job.
No.
Mo money, mo problems.
Technically, it does.
Unfortunately, you were also a Republican at the time, so you kind of were betting against yourself.
True.
I want to be published in a science journal.
Ooh.
Damn, dog.
Like the bodies exhibit.
No, like a science journal.
Like,
Oh.
I want to do research. And
I thought it was pretty clear.
Like a scientific
I
journal.
don't know why. You know about like that bodies exhibit where they're like.
Yes, but that's not a journal.
That's I don't know. That's what.
What's
came
the
to mind.
bodies exhibit?
Like they take dead bodies and like string them out for you.
yeah.
It will be like one where it's like,
Yeah,
oh,
that's definitely not a journal.
A science journal is like
no, that's not how you get published, Jeff.
a science journal is like public research.
I'd publish you in a science journal if you were like only muscle, like all your skin and bones were gone. But
It's
you,
not like a picture thing. It's like you're writing research.
You're like Hannibal Lecter,
okay,
man.
well we can write research about you.
I'd like to read many novels. That
Molly's
sounds lame.
shaking her head at Jeff
Yeah.
like, what the fuck is going on?
You don't know shit.
I didn't go to college, Molly.
Fuck, I always forget.
I didn't study marine biology.
I always
like
forget
some
I'm.
people.
I always forget I'm better than you because I have a liberal arts degree.
Are we still making the same money or?
Shut up.
Jesus.
It depends on the day. I switch jobs a lot.
Number 10, my favorite, is I'd like to meet my hero, Jay Leno.
Jay Leno. She learned new celebrities. She learned another new celebrity by 10th grade.
Went from Andy Griffith to Jay Leno.
Well, we started as
Known
John
as, like-
Wayne.
The worst comedian of all time. I mean, that guy sucks.
Hey,
Yeah.
that was what my whole comedy career is based off of.
I love it.
All right, guys. You know, it's pretty silly. As I got like 25,000 cars.
What was the first? Okay, so Eva's is Jay Leno. What was the first comedian that you were like, this guy rules?
Conan O'Brien.
Dana Carvey.
Okay, mine was Kathy Griffin.
Yes.
Fucking loved her.
I also love Paula Poundstone. Do you know her?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I loved Kathy Griffin. She had a show on Bravo called My Life on the D List.
Yes.
And it was,
yeah.
I was like,
I
she
did love that
fucking
show
rocks.
also. But I feel like I was in Conan before that.
I wasn't as like, I was a little bit, I wouldn't say super sheltered, but a little sheltered and like didn't know like a lot of pop culture references. And,
Unlike me.
Like Eva.
well, I'd say I was a step above Eva, but probably below Jeff. Like I didn't know a ton of pop culture stuff.
Maybe Adam Sandler's a more accurate one for me because I loved Adam Sandler
my
in like the
God.
late 90s, early
Yeah.
2000s.
My brother loved Happy
I was a
Gilmore.
real Logan.
You're what?
I was a real Logan.
Probably
Yeah.
like the first modern.
Everyone's either an Eva or a Logan.
Yeah. you're either into black and white films or like the most current things out.
Yeah.
Probably like my first like celebrity that I liked, that was like modern and things are coming out right now was Will Ferrell. Though.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Ooh, actually, who played the ghost of Mr. Chicken?
What?
Excuse me?
You know that movie?
Nope.
The Ghost
No.
of Mr. Chicken?
Sure don't.
No.
He was also the deputy in the Andy Griffith Show.
Wait, the what?
Opie?
Not the deputy, he was the deputy. God, I'm
shit.
blanking on his name.
I only
Yeah.
know I gotta be honest, the Andy Griffith Show, the only reason I know the name Opie is because the ice cream stand in my hometown was called Opie's and I worked there.
No.
And it was also started by my mom's brother and his best friend who still owns it to this day.
Wow. What
Don
got
Knotts.
you?
Don Knotts, yeah.
What got you to stop working there?
Mr. Chicken?
I
No,
just
I
it was
haven't.
just
God,
a
we
summer
gotta
job
watch
in
that.
high school.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Ghost of Mr. Chicken is a fantastic movie, and we will be reviewing it on this podcast at some point.
All right. Well, now is not that point. This has been another whirlwind episode.
Oh, is it time for...
It's like over.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
we got
Oh, man, it
done,
flew by.
Yeah, it really did fly
Wow.
by.
I loved all your little journals.
I'm a fascinating person. Thank you.
Eva, do you have anything to plug? Where can we find you? Where can we follow you? Where can you rub us? Tell us everything.
Maybe not the last one.
Yeah,
for-
not the last one.
We got a
please.
couple creeps who love the
Yeah.
show. So.
Yeah, my dad's our biggest fan.
biggest creep.
He's a
Dad's not a
freak.
creep.
I'm sorry I said
I
that.
know he's not.
Don't call your dad a creep.
Okay, sorry. I was
This is
making a joke.
This goes out to everyone.
Don't call my dad a freak.
Sorry.
Well, Matt Cole's dad is a freak.
Yeah, he is.
MJ.
I guess
Anywho.
if you wanted to find me, you could go to Instagram, but you're not going to be able to spell my name, Lorraine.
That's very fucking condescending.
Larraine.
Our listeners are
Narp.
smart.
No, they're dumb little creeps.
Larainnne.
Worms don't have brains.
Larainne of terror.
Nice.
Yep. Right now, I just finished filming a horror film that I'm going to be in called The Shadow Long Creeper.
Oh,
Whoa.
Whoa.
It premieres on June 18th. It's going to be in a film
Perfect
festival.
horror movie.
Fuck
Time
yeah.
of year.
Yep. And Pig Destroyer, the grindcore band, might be playing.
Really?
Wait, when is this? I gotta go.
Yeah, June 18th. It'll be in Currituck, North Carolina.
Love it. Road trip
Oh,
vibes.
yeah.
The motocross area.
It's
That's where
going to
they
be
all-
like at an Antique and Oddities place.
All right, this sounds too fucking good to not go.
Are they
I'm
looking
down.
for acts? Because we could do our live show.
Yeah,
there,
do they
too.
want to?
Hell yeah.
Or is
that'd
it
be
only
sweet.
horror?
We
I'll
can
let you
open.
know. I'm trying to.
Well, we can do How
How
Terrifying.
I'm trying to come up with like a commercial, like a fake like parody horror commercial.
Fuck
so
yeah.
I'll let you know. I'll
Nice.
gel up about that.
All right.
Hell yeah.
Well, this has been another whirlwind episode of How Embarrassing. And to all the little worms out there, remember,
All you creeps and
you
freaks.
little creeps and freaks, you little wiggly bitches, keep wiggling.
Thanks so much for listening to How Embarrassing Podcast. Go on podcast production. If you have an embarrassing story you'd like to be a guest on How Embarrassing, send us an email at howembarrassingpodcast@gmail.com.
What was it? Tell me why. What was it? Why is it that?
Why is it that? Oh yeah, it is. Why is it that?
Can I play all this thing I was thinking about playing? But we
Yeah.
didn't have
Oh
time?
man.
Yeah.
Okay, so in 2020, I wrote a horror musical.
Okay.
For 666, and I had some demos that I had made with Andy. Let's see if this will.
Andy Poindexter?
Yeah.
Are we still recording?
I think so.
Oh, whoops.
We don't even know if it was trying to hurt us. It doesn't even have eyes to see. And then she goes into, and this is like notes while.
Sure.
Ooh, sorry.
Stage direction, everything.
Does he have a pumpkin family? Does he have a pumpkin home? Far away from his house of pumpkin, blindly in the streets he roamed. It's a natural, it's a natural, it's a natural.
It's interesting because you're lip singing to your own voice, so it's very trippy for me.
Preacher, where did it come from? We'll never know. Why did you create this creature? Nice. Where did it come from? We will never know. Yeah, nice. Did it have thoughts in its brain made out of pumpkin? Did it have a soul? It's a natural. It's a natural. The song's called Unnatural. Going back into it. How in the hell did this night go south? It's got a pumpkin body, but no pumpkin mouth. This is a night I could not have predicted. Dead on the floor is a pumpkin cryptid. It's a natural. It's a natural. It's a natural. The fucking cops are coming.